Step 1, make a sketch. After you have your plate cut to size, you're going to want to bevel the edges. This is so that when you run the plate through the press, it does not cut or rip the blankets.
After you've beveled your edges, you want to bring your plate over to the painting table. Take a brush, soak it in a mixture of asphalt and wax. Take your brush and apply a thin coat to your plate. This will dry black. And let it dry for about 5 to 10 minutes or until hard.
Okay, once the plate is dry, you are going to want to get your sketch out, and you can either hand draw it on the plate with a pencil, or you can take a piece of tracing paper and trace over your sketch and then transfer it onto the plate, or you can just use your etching needle and draw straight to the plate as I am doing.
Before you ink up your plate, you're going to want to soak your paper in a water bath for 15 to 20 minutes. You also want to make sure that your hands are clean when you press it into the water so that smudges don't get on the paper.
After you have your plate etched out, you have all of your lines and values shaded in, etched in, you want to place it into an acid bath. Make sure you have gloves on. This is an acid bath 1 to 8, which means 1 part acid, 8 parts water, and you want to let it soak in there for about 10 minutes. After your plate has soaked in the acid for 10 minutes, you want to take your plate, drip all the excess acid off, transfer it over to the water bath, let it soak in there, get all the acid off. You want to get as much off as you can so it will stop eating away at the bare plate and the bare lines that you made in your plate. And then dry it off.
Okay, so after all of the acid is off of the plate, we need to clean the plate, and we clean it with mineral spirits. This cuts through the hard ground that we applied before and removes it pretty easily. You want to make sure that you're wearing gloves when you do this as well, because the mineral spirits is pretty bad for your skin. As you can see, the areas that are the lines are where the acid has eaten away at the zinc plate. And now we are going to ink up the plate so that it is ready to be printed. After your plate has been cleaned, you're going to want to get your ink, and with a palette knife, you're going to want to put it onto the glass. This much is about all you need for 1 zinc plate. And then with a scraper, you pick up the ink and apply it to the plate. And you want to cover the entire plate.
Once your zinc plate is close to being completely wiped clear of the ink, take phone book paper to paper wipe it and make more areas cleaner than others.
Yeah. want to wipe the edges using a paper towel.
After your paper has been soaking in the water for 15 to 20 minutes, lift it up and walk it over to the drying blankets. Set it down. Take a couple dry ones, place it over top of your wet paper.
Okay, after you've cleaned your plate, you're going to want to bring it over to the press bed and put a sheet of newsprint down first, and then place your plate on top. Okay, after you put the paper down, you're going to want to put the blankets over top.